This portion of the news is brought to you by Sun Oil Limited, fueling growth for people.
The active multi-agency search and rescue continues for 3 people who went missing after their boat capsized in waters off Exuma. The group, which included a 5-year-old, left Williamstown, Exuma en route to Long Island on board a 15-foot Boston whaler on Friday, August 23rd. Police reported that their boat reportedly hit a wave, causing it to capsize. In the end, only one of the occupants was rescued, while the others are still missing. And the family hopes that they will soon be found. Our Julian Gibson has their story.
It's been more than a week since 3 residents of Burnt Ground, Long Island went missing at sea following a boating incident. For father of the 3-0, Mr. Anthony Adderley, he is somehow holding together pretty strong.
Well, it's going good, you know, keeping the faith, put God first, you know, and I still, you know, got hope on it that I'll see them again.
The last time you made contact with your family members, when it was?
Well, the last time I made contact with my daughter was Thursday evening, and my son, he worked at the Cape Santa Maria. I made contact with him late Thursday night, and my last thing saying to him is good night and sleep good, and that's the last time I saw him.
Well, I guess the whole family is probably really taken apart.
Yeah, everybody, the whole community, you know, from the Berry Islands, Nassau, all over, you know, and just everybody that's calling Freeport. Everybody feel it because, you know, he was a friendly person. My daughter was a friendly person. And as the 5-year-old here, she just was coming up. She was, you know, a nice little girl too.
Are you getting your strength? Are you staying encouraged? Are you staying focused?
Well, you know, I'm meeting a lot of people, and then I put God first, you know, and God know all things. And that's where my strength come from.
Are people still looking, or have they given up the search?
Well, my daughter checked the police station in Exuma, and she said they still were searching. They bring some police in from Nassau, and they was doing some search. And in the meantime, they say the U.S. Coast Guard is still looking.
What kind of conditions it was when they took off from Exuma coming to Long Island?
Well, they say it was a good weather. You know, they said the weather was good. But then it has happened so that say the boat, what is coming in, that the wood steer the boat, it break loose, and the boat hit a wave, and then it flipped.
Reporting for the ZNS News Network, I am Julian Gibson.
Only a few hours left until the new academic year begins. While administrators, teachers, parents, and students are preparing for the first day of the school year, officers of the Royal Bahamas Police Force are as well. Police are sending a strong warning to everyone going back to school. At a press conference at the police's traffic division this afternoon, Superintendent Stephen Dean implored officers to not tolerate students intent on causing any type of disruption during the school term. He says police will have zero tolerance for parents or anyone who attempt to attack a teacher. He says officers are back in the schools and they're prepared to act.
You carry knives to school, you carry drugs to school, you carry any type of offensive weapon to school. If it is brought to the attention of the police, or if you are found with it, it will not be no longer the slap on the wrist. You will be brought to court. You'll be charged for those offenses. They are criminal offenses. So parents, know what is in your children's bag. Know what your children are taking to school. And we are saying to children, be respectful to your teachers. We're not going to encourage any child, having any fights for teachers, having any arguments for teachers. That's not going to happen.
Meanwhile, acting officer in charge of the police's Road Traffic Division Assistant Superintendent Craig Stubbs warns that police officers will also be watching closely for people who may break traffic laws. He said with roadworks across the island now complete, they expect to have a smooth operation, but he encouraged omnibus operators to keep pedestrian crossings clear.
Too often we see omnibuses park directly on the pedestrian crossing and students traveling in front. The result is the tragic consequences. So we are asking the public service drivers to assist us in this regards. We also are asking persons who are traveling within the school zones. The school zones are marked, there's speed limit are marked. We will be enforcing those speed limits within those school zones. Those persons who are found infractions as relates to the pedestrian crossing zones, speed limit zones, will be reported.
And stay with us, sports is next.